Hello everyone, this is Minimap's new game releases of month of May 2024. Lots of festivals and lots of fun games coming out this month, but let's cut to the chase and find out what games are actually coming out this month. It has almost been 15 years since the last series of this Nintendo scuba diving adventure was released. You can go deep down the ocean with up to 30 friends and encounter over 500 species to learn about them. Investigate the endless ocean, complete ocean missions, and you may encounter some mythical creatures. Endless Ocean Luminous is coming out on May 2nd on Nintendo Switch.
Is yours to explore.
When I first looked at the trailer video for Indica, I was kinda scared. When you play the demo, you will see that the game is a story-driven game where you have to solve puzzles to avoid getting killed by the devil. In Indica, you play as a young nun. Though she looks very young and pure, she's actually haunted by her wrongdoings in the past and have to escape from the devil itself. Whenever Indica gives in to the devil's temptation, the game's environment becomes creepy and you must avoid getting killed by the creatures conjured by the devil, which requires your intelligence and maneuvering skill. FYI, you do not actually fight against the devil by shooting a silver bullet or spraying the holy water. Indica is coming out on May 2nd on PC.
You can see I'm trying.
Some of you may remember Homeworld 2 from 2003 when it was first launched. Even if we count the remastered version of Homeworld 2, it has almost been 9 years for the sequel to finally arrive after going through numerous delays. Though it has been a long time, the story picks up right where it was left out in Homeworld 2. Remember how Karen had never returned after Hyperspace Gate was opened and went to investigate the anomaly? In Homeworld 3, you play as the successor of Karen, Imogen. Ready to take charge of Karkushan, a brand new mothership, and defeat the incarnates in the anomaly? Homeworld 3 is coming out on May 13th on PC. The early access for the Rogue Prince of Persia is basically the Lost Crown in the Dead Cells style, as the game was matter of fact developed by the Dead Cells developer team. As it hasn't been long since the Lost Crown was released, we will see how this game compares to Ubi's version of Prince of Persia. As a child who has great memories with the early Prince of Persia series, I'm glad to see the IP is coming out in different ways by different developers. The Rogue Prince of Persia is coming out on May 14th on PC Early Access. Remember the story of Senua, who has tried to get her loved one out of hell? Well, she's back with her schizophrenia. From the trailer videos, it seems like Ninja Theory took some of the complaints from the players about the first series personally and made some improvements. Whereas there were only 5 types of monsters in the predecessor, we can see some more diversity in the monster pool from the trailer. Also in an interview, the CEO of Ninja Theory, Dom Matthews, stated that Hellblaze 2 has 8 hours of playtime, which the team intended to give a relatively short game experience. The team thinks the digital distribution of the game industry made it possible for the team to choose to create a game that way, and the company believes that not all games need to have 50 or 100 hours of playtime, especially in the modern world where people do not have enough time to spend hours on games. In hindsight, the game is supposedly cheaper than other big-name games, so there's no need for complaining quite yet. Senua's Saga Hellblade 2 is coming out on May 21st on Xbox Series X and S and PC. We already know that Paper Mario that came out in 2004 was a great RPG version of the Mario series. Well, it is back after 20 years in a remake version. Though it is a remake, it is more of a remastered version of the original series. A 3D version of Mario that runs around town to do some quest to save the world. What can go wrong with this combo? As we can see from the trailer video, the game has not lost any of the identity from the original game, but actually made it even better. Paper Mario: The Thousand Year Door is coming out on May 23rd on Nintendo Switch. Multiverses is a free-to-play Super Smash Bros. Style platform fighter game with all sorts of different characters. You get to play as various characters like Tom and Jerry, Superman, and even LeBron James. Wow, that is actually pretty cool. You can play 1v1, 2v2, or 4-player free-for-all battles in various places like the Scooby-Doo Mansion. Characters are assigned with different roles like bruiser, assassin, support, tank, and mage, and your goal is to build up enough damage on the opponents and fly them off the screen just like Super Smash Bros. The game already went through a whole year of a kind of an early access stage, which means the stability of the game was proven. This means that you should have no problem beating up Superman with Tom and Jerry. Multiverses is coming out on May 28th, everywhere except for Nintendo Switch. Venture to the Vile is a fantasy Metrovania with 2.5D graphic. You have to save a town called Rainybrook, which is taken over by the Vile, and while you are saving the town, you must also find your missing friend Ella. Venture to the Vile is coming out on May 7th in PC. An open-world survival MMORPG, V Rising was in a kind of an early access stage, and now the full 1.0 update will finally hit Steam and is planning to arrive in PS5 also. V Rising is coming out on May 7th on PC. Paper Trail is a visual novel game where you have to solve puzzles by folding the pages of the storybook. With the amazing background music, colorful graphic, and the unique style of puzzle-solving mechanism, you may actually like it. Paper Trail is coming out on May 21st on all platforms including Android and iOS. Lastly, if you are into racing games, F1 24 is coming out this month. The newest addition to the F1 game will include much improved career mode, which is the first revamp of the series since 2016. F1 24 is coming out on May 28th everywhere except for Nintendo Switch.
Can you beat me?
There are lots of great games coming out in May, so if you're interested in checking out the full list of game releases in May, visit Minimap's collection page. I will leave the link on the description. Thank you all for watching, and I hope to see you all on Minimap.
A mysterious underwater world is yours to explore.